Our tail of the tape for this showcase bout is brought to you by 𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗦, Nathan Kelly, 26 years of age. Damion Nelson, the New York local now, he's 30. Nelson is an inch taller, weighed in 1 pound heavier. You can see the 4-inch reach advantage on the arms and just 1-inch advantage on the legs, favoring Damion Nelson.
All right, here are the keys to victory for Nathan Kelly. It's all about his clinch fighting, his pacing during the fight, and his groundwork. And for Damion Nelson, his takedown defense is going to have to be on point, and look out for his counter-striking and his footwork.
Andy Shepard will start our main card.
The following fight is a featherweight showcase bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a striking specialist and stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 145.75 pounds. He holds a professional record of 4 wins and 3 losses. Fighting out of Queens, New York. And representing Jamaica, Dynamite Damion Nelson. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is an MMA specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 145.5 pounds. He has amassed an MMA record of 7 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, Nathan Kelly. Your referee in charge, Tommy Santana.
Referee equipped with our Ref Cam, Professional Fighters League showcase action. Nathan Kelly in the green, Damion Nelson in the black and gray, Sean O'Connell, Kenny Florian, Randy Couture here beside the smart cage. Dan Hardy, Paige Van Zandt, also part of our broadcast crew tonight. No touch of the gloves, but a heavy leg kick from Kelly. He comes out very aggressive.
Might have been a little clash of the heads there. Nathan Kelly looking for that clinch right away, though.
Yeah, a little red mark on Nathan Kelly's forehead. They definitely clashed heads. Thankfully, no cut.
Kelly has come out lightning fast, going to work on the lead leg, landed a jab. Damion Nelson trying to get himself back into this fight early. Body kick from Kelly.
Yeah, already seeing big improvements in Nathan Kelly and how comfortable he is on the feet.
Destroying everything with ill intent.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Watch some figures, Blue.
We talked to him about his recent sparring with Conor McGregor, and for my money, you could tell that he was glad with the way it went, that he felt like he could really hang with someone who's at that elite level. Spoke respectfully of the encounter, of course.
Yes.
But it was one of those situations where you prove to yourself sometimes that you actually belong at the highest level of the sport. And I think that confidence is carried into the cage tonight.
Those calf kicks are already starting to pay dividends. Nathan Kelly's landed 3 of those very big lead leg calf kicks. There's a 4th.
And Nelson landed a nice right hand that got Nathan Kelly's attention as well.
Our betting expert, Ian Parker, had some interest in this fight. Ian, how do you pick it?
Sean, I got interest in every fight, but we had under 2.5 rounds in this, and with the parlay that did fall, I like Nathan Kelly to win this by sub. He's come out really aggressive. This fight is not going all 3 rounds. Let's go.
We'll be hearing from Ian Parker, best betting man in the entire MMA business throughout the night.
That's easy.
Dan Hardy, what do you think of this fight so far?
Well, it was a ferocious pace to start with. Nate Kelly swinging for the fences here. He started very quick. Usually that's where he gets his fights finished. But of course, Nelson's still standing there. He's still fighting back. And Kelly can't take for granted the fact that he can move into range whenever he likes. We're starting to see some counter-striking coming back now. He's going to have to be very careful. Watch the hair,
Oh, nice counter shot there by Kelly. Short right hand.
You don't like when he gets hit? Let's go. I'm positioning at the end. He's looking to counter.
Damion Nelson's corner there.
You see
in the
everything
blue.
he's throwing, Damion.
You know it. You know it.
Stop, look.
Great combination there from Nathan Kelly. The first two missed, but then he landed the third punch and the kick to finish it. An illustration of how important volume is when you're going against a fighter who can move.
Good hand positioning there. That's it. You catch it and get hands up.
Lightning fast. Both of these guys are very, very quick.
That's it. Finish with that chop.
SBG Ireland head coach John Kavanagh is in the corner of Nathan Kelly tonight.
Blue, watch the fingers. Right back, Damion. Now you go.
There's Kavanagh right there in the bottom corner of the screen.
Yes. There we go. Yes.
Put him off.
Now you come forward. You come forward now. Yep. You guys go. Stop. Stop. Time.
Timeout by the referee here.
Blow, 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 blow. Over here.
Is that a finger in the eye? I didn't see anything.
Might have been a cup check. Can't tell if it was that or the eye. He's pawing at his eye right now.
Yeah, I think it was a finger in the eye.
Yeah, I think he went to frame.
Right there.
There it is.
There
Yep.
it is. Yep.
I tell you what, Nathan Kelly was talking about how he really wanted to demonstrate his improved conditioning. And man, has he kept a crazy pace here in round one.
To relieve a little bit. The left eye. Sorry, just to relieve a little more. Take your time, all right?
New rule in
me
mixed
know
martial
when you're
arts,
ready,
unified
but I
rules.
advise
You
you
get
to
a
go
cold
over.
compress on an eye poke before you have to answer any questions or give a doctor or referee any sort of reaction to the eye poke. Gives fighters a chance to feel a little
Ready?
bit of recovery
Sure.
before they say something like, I can't see, which of course ends a fight.
Yeah, and I like that rule change. I think it makes a lot of
Watch
sense.
the fingers. Not to tell you time to take a point away, all right? Watch the fingers. Ready?
Just under a minute remaining in the first frame here. Showcase opportunity for Nathan Kelly and Damion Nelson.
And Kelly's going to have to watch out for that big right hand from Nelson. Nelson starting to find his range with it.
I think Kelly's fast start got Nelson on the back foot temporarily, but he's fully recovered and now very much in this fight. Tests a high kick against the guard of Nathan Kelly.
He's absolutely settled in to his rhythm. He's starting to land some punches of his own. Oh boy, big
Got the
left.
right hand through there. Kelly swung back big. Final few seconds, and still action in this first round. Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. Showcase bout here in Professional Fighters League action. Nathan Kelly out of Ireland in the green trunks. Damion Nelson, the New York local, representing Jamaica in the black and gray. Kelly with a strong start to round one. Nelson with a very strong finish. We'll see how things go here in the second frame.
Yeah, Nelson was a bit shell-shocked to start round one because of that crazy volume and aggression from Nathan Kelly, but he's finding his range now, not only with his right hand, his left hook, and his kicks as well. So for Kelly, he's got to watch out for that right hand, and he also has to be careful with just moving straight back up against the fence with his head high.
Didn't have time to show you the replays, but Dan Hardy, I think that Nelson actually had Kelly hurt at the bell in the first round.
Yeah, I agree. What we're seeing from Nate Kelly is he's moving forward behind a double jab, but his head is staying on the center channel, which is why Nelson's coming over the top of that shoulder. You can see some swelling around the cheekbones of Nate Kelly. They're the targets for these overhands and swiping left hooks from Nelson. He's still struggling with those low kicks. That could be something that Kelly can invest in more, but those punches over the top, he's got to watch out for them moving forward.
And Nelson has to be careful with his hand. He's kind of swiping at Kelly with that open hand, and he already has a warning. Oh, nice right hand again from Nelson. Man, is he fast.
It was a 3-2 combination, and that 2 landed right on the money.
And this is where Nelson has found the most amount of success, when he's backing up Kelly and he's stalking him.
There's that right hand again. Now Kelly in on the takedown here. Good defense so far from Damion Nelson.
Yeah,
Kelly started the double, changed to the single. He's got a head inside single. Nelson's not having it. He's pulled him up, chest to chest now. On the fence, but in the clinch.
Yeah, Nelson doing a good job of controlling that left wrist of Kelly. Did a great job countering that single.
Another look at 𝗘𝗨𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘 in Nathan Kelly's corner. Back to the center of the smart cage. Kelly doing great work on that lead calf, but he might want to disguise those kicks behind the punch, because every time he unleashes it, Nelson goes to the 1-2.
Yeah, Kelly has to feint much more, and he's got to get that head off the center line. Nelson, though, I mean, great ability to stay composed after round one.
Let's turn that knee out. Come on.
Nathan Kelly was talking about how he's been up against it. You know, he fought a Welshman in Wales. He's fighting a New Yorker here at Madison Square Garden. Gaining a lot of experience here at the PFL.
Paige Van Zandt is sitting right behind the corner of Nathan Kelly. Paige, what do you have for us?
All right, I'm in the corners of Kelly. In between rounds, they wanted him to mix up the shots. They want him to throw a double jab, cross to a double leg. Now, it seems like Kelly's hesitating a little bit too much. He went in for a single. He's not setting those takedowns up, but I liked the pressure in the first round. Hopefully, he can continue to mix in those takedowns.
Thank you, Paige. Kelly now chest to chest here. Once again, pressing against our broadcast position right here in the smart cage.
Let go of the fence.
Mixing it up like his corner asked. Landed a couple of right hands in this second round.
Yeah, Kelly landed a nice hook. That kind of wobbled the knees a bit of Nelson. Now he's in on a nice clinch with an underhook. Nelson doing a good job of framing on that head, though.
Tossed that right knee all the way up high, and it actually landed here in the final minute of round number 2. Good control against the cage here from Nathan Kelly, but a nasty knee again from Nelson. Randy, he is just so fast.
He's very fast. You don't want to blink, you'll miss it.
And he's mixing up his strikes really well.
Snap that jab.
Kelly has switched stances here.
Tells me that lead calf is bothering him at this point. He's taking a lot of low calf kicks.
Final few seconds of round number 2, third frame when we return. Hey, Frankie Edgar in the building, getting a hello from the president of fighter operations, Ray Sefer, former UFC lightweight champion and featherweight contender. Watching a couple of featherweights in the smart cage right now. Nathan Kelly is in the green. Damion Nelson accounted well for himself in the end of round 1 and in round 2. Tough one to judge in the second. Randy, how do you have this fight going into round 3?
You know, I thought Nelson was coming back in the second round, and it looked like it was going to be a one-round apiece situation. But Kelly came on strong at the end of that second round, landed a couple great shots, and had Nelson in trouble, and I think that might have stolen the round. I think Nelson's got to make something happen in this third round. I've got a 2 rounds to 1, or 2 rounds to none for Kelly.
Yeah, I'm with Randy on that.
There, come on.
Dan Hardy, do you make that a unanimous decision between the 3 here at the broadcast desk?
I do, absolutely, but it's not a foregone conclusion. Nelson's still doing good things that Nate Kelly has to be aware of. I feel like Nate's been hurt a couple of times by that right hand, and he's styled it well, but he's still taking some of these shots. His head's still on the center line, and Nelson can still capitalize in this third round.
Almost to emphasize your point there, after that big flurry, just a little bit of a wobble from Nathan Kelly. Great fight so far between these 2.
And that lead leg of Nathan Kelly is, I mean, there's some serious damage there, and Nate just switched his stance. But you can see redness and purple on the outside of that knee of Kelly.
Well, the same is true on the shin of the left leg of Nelson. Nice right hand on the counter, off balance for Nelson. This is a showcase bout, but I want to remind our audience that it's all about the playoffs. There's Larissa Pacheco. She'll be fighting in a semifinal co-main event later tonight. Last year's lightweight champion, looking to become the first ever PFL fighter to win a belt in 2 weight classes. And of course, take home an extra $1 million. Great right hand there from Damion Nelson, but Kelly continues to advance.
Yeah, and Kelly's doing a great job. If he does eat a shot, he's returning with 1 or 2 shots immediately after.
Yeah, he's not standing back and shaking it off, letting any indication that it bothered him all. He comes right back strong with a good combination.
Take the fingers out of the cage, Red.
Yeah, Nelson needs to throw more combinations. He's looking for 1 and 2 shots. Needs to put those combinations together, go high, go low, get those kicks going again.
Let's look through our referee cam. Great perspective on the clinch work here. Damion Nelson doing an excellent job of negating these takedown attempts. Every time Kelly's been able to push him against the barrier, he has to just surrender it and go back to the center.
Yeah, doing a great job with his defensive frames, whether it's his head, his shin, or his forearm, creating that space to not allow Kelly to get those hits.
Everything, sir.
Big deep breath here from Nathan Kelly. Damion Nelson still looks fresh.
Nice right hand there from Kelly.
90 seconds, Nathan.
Final 90 seconds. Touch of the gloves there. Little conversation after a close call on an eye poke again. Good body work from Nelson. Nelson goes upstairs. Beautiful jab from Damion Nelson. You can see the speed is still there. Incredible gas tank on Nelson, the New York local.
Just needs more volume, and I think that's been the difference between who's winning these rounds.
Yeah, I agree, Kenny. Nelson puts out more volume, 3, 4, 5 punch combinations, and this is a different story.
Just tighten 45 seconds. Go, wash your fingers.
Final 40 seconds of this fight. Kelly aggressively pursuing a takedown here to try and put an exclamation point on a round.
And watch what Nelson does. He'll use that whizzer, that overhook, and he'll lock onto his own wrist and tie up Kelly's free arm with that almost a hammer lock.
Yep.
Makes it difficult for Kelly to do anything.
Damion Nelson came into this fight with a pro record of 4 wins and 3 losses. I don't think that record is indicative of his skill or talent at all. This guy can fight.
Yeah, no question about it.
Stop. Fight's over.
There's your final bell. We'll go to the judges' scorecards after a thriller.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. For your winner, via unanimous decision, Nathan Kelly!
Come on.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.